So it's been a little while since I've done one of these. It's probably been like a few months. And everything's fine. Just got into other things, really. Get into that in a little bit. I haven't been buying as much Magic product because, A, I'm saving up. I live in New Jersey. The Magic Fest New Jersey is coming up next month, and I want to get a Mox Ruby. So I haven't been buying bundles or booster boxes or anything. I'm not going to buy any Beyond Theros booster boxes and open them. I have some cards I can trade in toward a Mox Ruby Unlimited, and going to those conventions, you'll get the best deal at one of those conventions. So, but that isn't to say that I haven't been buying anything. I like the Brawl decks. I do have all the Brawl decks. I play them on Arena. I liked having the physical ones too. They're just fun. It's a good product. And I did not buy the entire drop of the Secret Lairs, but I do like the Bitterblossom. And I just wanted to open up and see which Planeswalker I get. Now, I looked online. I did not see any Liliana Stained Glass Planeswalkers. I think the best ones you can get are probably Teferi and Nicol Bolas. And then there's a few of the other lesser rare ones and some uncommon ones. But I would like to obviously get the best ones, just like everybody else would. But we'll see. So, Bitterblossom Dreams. Let's see what this is. And it's, you know, if Wizards is going to start to sell singles, God bless them if that's what they want to do. I wish they would sell Black Lotuses and get rid of this stupid reserve list, but they're never going to do that. Even though I own a Black Lotus and a Mox Emerald and a Mox Jet, I would just like them to make these cards available. Whatever. It's never going to happen anyway. It's too bad. So, but it's nice packaging here. And there's really not that much to this. I mean, it's a nice box. There's the card. We'll open that in a second. Let's see what we got here. So it's rather basic. It's the Bitterblossom extended special art. It's not foil, but I like the idea of putting one of these in I have one in a vintage deck, maybe in the sideboard, or even mainboard it. And these are the tokens. And yes, they do make a panorama. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if this is how it even goes. I'm not 100% sure. Like that, and then, let's see. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Something like that. So, but it's, I do have the regular Bitterblossom from Morningtide. And hang on one second. Just a second. Currently, I believe I have it in a sideboard in one of my deck boxes. Let's open it up. Here we go. Yep, here it is. So this is the original Morningtide Bitterblossom. Deck building buddy of mine suggested I use one of these in the sideboard of a vintage deck for Planeswalkers, just in case I'm playing against Planeswalkers. Pop one of these out and pick away at them, I guess. But I like the idea of swapping this one out, putting it in a sleeve, and having the tokens available just in case. And I've always liked black cards. Black, green, and red are my favorite colors. And it's a nice little thing to add to the collection. But I have to admit, I do like the artwork on this one better. I don't think you can really compare them. So let's see which Planeswalker I got. I doubt it is one of the good ones, but let's see. All right. I think it will. All right. I'd like it to be either Teferi or Nicol Bolas. What I think it will be is what's the blue-black one? Ashiok, probably. Maybe a Johnny, although that one comes with the cat ones. Probably one of the uncommons. So let's just see. All right, well, it's a mythic. It's from Gideon Blackblade. As long as it's your turn, Gideon Blackblade is 4/4 human position. Oh, okay. All right. So this is the. This is like, yeah, the alternate art Gideon Blackblade. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. I thought it was one that came with the Planeswalkers decks, and I'm used to the other kind of artwork, but this is interesting alternate art. So all right, I'm not disappointed with that. You know, I don't know what it's worth financially, but whatever. But it's a very nice looking card, and it'll go in the binder. And look, depending on how much I could get for it, it could be as part of a trade-in to get the Mox Ruby, but we'll see. So let's see. I do like making these videos. One of the things I like to do is I do try to joke around and make jokes in these videos, and one of the things I have been doing is I've been doing stand-up comedy at open mic nights in New Jersey, and it is a lot of fun. I'm 44 years old. I first did stand-up when I was 22 years old in 1998 in South Carolina, and I was scared to death. This open mic, there's different ways open mics work. One is a club will throw a couple of guys up on stage before an actual show. And that's what I did in South Carolina. And the first 2 times out were brutal. I bombed just because you don't know what you're doing. You just don't know what you're doing. But what happens is you want to go back. And you want to try to figure out what to do. And you learn by watching other comics. You don't take their material, but you learn through listening to them how to craft jokes and placements of words and things like that. So I did that 6 times in South Carolina. I came back to New Jersey to took a job at a newspaper. I took a comedy class at the comic strip in New York City, the world famous comic strip. It's where Jerry Seinfeld, Eddie Murphy, all the famous guys got their starts. So I took a class and I did a bringer show in which you have to bring people to the show. I never liked doing that. I had to because it was part of the class, but the best reactions you get are complete strangers off the street, not people who know you. It's nice to have a supportive crowd, but you want to get people who paid good money to go see a show, and that's where you will get the best reactions. So I did not do stand-up comedy again from 1999 until October 16th of this year. Went to the Stress Factory in New Jersey, in New Brunswick. And just to get back up on stage, and I was nervous, but I wasn't terrified. There's a difference. Nervous because you want to do well, you don't want to stink, but there's also the terror that you get the first time you ever try it, because public speaking isn't really a natural thing. Not everybody does it. And it is a scary thing, but it was more excitement than anything, and I like the fact that I wasn't terrified. And there is Scotty's Comedy Cove in Springfield, New Jersey, is the place where I do my open mics once a week. I can only do, because I am a single dad, and certainly that's part of the act, you talk about what you know, what you experience in life usually. I have a couple of nights a week where I can get out. Wednesday night, fortunately, is a good open mic night in New Jersey. I'm going to try to get out on Mondays, too. That's the other night that I usually have. And the more you do it, the better you get. And I've been enjoying it. Well, you'd never enjoy it when a joke doesn't work, but you do enjoy it when one works and how you can build upon it, how you can rewrite a little bit to get a better punchline or a better laugh. And it really is a building and a growing process. So that's one of the things I haven't been doing, or that's one of the things I have been doing when I haven't been making these silly little videos. But I do still enjoy Magic. I am looking forward to the Beyond Theros set. It's got Underworld Dreams, which is a great card from Legends in it. And I'll buy some Beyond Theros. I'll probably buy a bundle and open it up, but I just don't have the money to sink into building up an opening Magic to the Gathering channel. It's something I did for fun, kind of like how I do stand-up comedy for fun. And I have I'm not delusional about becoming like a Seinfeld or anything like that. I've been telling people at the club, I just want to get good enough just to get good enough. And the best feeling really is, and this happened last night when I went, people coming up after you go up, complete strangers, actual audience members, not comedians in the crowd, who say, good job, man, or congratulate you, or say, hey, you were funny. And that is a good feeling. And I'm going to keep trying. And we had a snowstorm here last night, and I had the option of either coming home and not really doing anything or just going to the club and doing 5 minutes. And I'm glad that I chose the club and did my 5 minutes. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Have a safe and happy holiday, and I will see you guys next year.